Pre-qualified versus pre-approved. While these terms are often used interchangeably, they do not mean the same thing. And for you, as a buyer who's obtaining a home loan, this is going to have implications for you from multiple sides of the transaction. But before we talk about why and how these implicate you, we need to have a better understanding of what the difference is between a pre-qualification letter and a pre-approval letter. A pre-qualification is really an initial conversation. No formal application is completed, your credit's not pulled, your income and your assets are not verified, the file is not run through automated underwriting, and it's simply there to give you a ballpark idea of what you might be able to afford. However, a pre-approval letter will give you an exact, definitive amount that you can spend because you've completed an application, because your credit has been pulled, we've determined your reoccurring liabilities, your income and your assets are verified, and the file has been through automated underwriting. Now that you've seen the difference between the two, if you're sitting there right now and you're a serious buyer and all you have in your possession is a pre-qualification letter, you're going to want to get pre-approved. So let's first look at it from the eyes of the seller. Let's say that you find your dream home, you go to make an offer, and that offer is submitted with your pre-qualification letter. When a seller is evaluating the strength of that offer, they are not even going to give you the time of day with a pre-qualification letter as opposed to a pre-approval letter. Truthfully, a pre-qualification letter is not worth the paper that it's printed on. But I'll humor you, and let's pretend that you could get a seller to take you serious and accept your offer with only a pre-qualification letter. Now let's say that you're currently renting and you have to give your landlord 60 days notice so that you're not charged another month's rent. So you give your landlord this 60-day notice, and 2 weeks down the road, because you didn't do a pre-approval, you get your loan application started and you find out that you do not qualify for this purchase. Well, guess what? Now your apartment's been rented, you have nowhere to live, you lost out on your dream home, and it all could have been avoided. So if I haven't given you reason enough yet to take that extra step and get pre-approved, I'm going to give you one more. Majority of you are going to hire a realtor, which is a smart thing to do and what I would suggest. You always want a market expert in your corner when it comes to a real estate transaction. However, as you're interviewing realtors, trying to find the right realtor, they're going to also be interviewing you. And one of the questions that they're going to ask is, do you have a pre-approval letter? And if you say no, there is a very good chance that many of those realtors will not show you a property until you obtain that pre-approval letter. So now you've delayed your process even further. So is there ever a time where it makes sense to get pre-qualified? The answer to that is yes. However, the only time I suggest doing that is if you're still a ways out from being ready to make an actual purchase and you're simply trying to get a better ballpark idea of what you can afford so that you could plan accordingly.